Falcon baseball is it's a huge responsibility for us because we want to emulate what the city of Kentwood is. We want to look like the city of Kentwood. We want to have a diverse roster, and we want to give all kids an opportunity to play baseball in our city.
What it means to play baseball for East Kentwood is that we are not competing just against the other team, but also in our own team, just to make each other better.
You got to have drive, you got to have power, you got to stay hungry, and you always devour.
And then, you got to control the controllables and remember the little things are important.
Hands up!
I think of a team that has obviously performed on the field, but I also think of the team that's performed off the field. But it's the excellent complement to everything else. We're gonna make you faster, we're gonna make you stronger, we're gonna make you more agile, but at the same time, we're gonna make you a better person. And you're gonna learn what achieving greatness is.
To be a Falcon track athlete means to always put forth your best effort in and out of season and never backing down to competition, no matter the opponent.
East Kentwood Track and Field has a tradition that's completely unmatched. It doesn't matter what sport, it doesn't matter what school you're talking about. We are the standard bearer for greatness, and we want you to be a member of that team.
What a beautiful day for some softball, Coach. We are starting today against the Grand Haven Buccaneers for a doubleheader here at East Kentwood High School Varsity Softball Stadium. We just had the first pitch come out from Jalen Thomas, one of our respected football coaches here. His son threw the first pitch out today as part of our autism awareness game, where we celebrate, invite, and show our appreciation for those who are on the autism spectrum.
It's an awesome day, like you said, for baseball. Mr. Thomas did a great job. Jalen did a great job of throwing out that first pitch. Man.
Yeah, if we get in trouble, we might have to call him back.
Exactly, right? Oh, it's time for some baseball, man, some softball. I'm excited.
What are we playing today?
Yeah. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, I'm Lindsay Kimbrough, and this is Tony Kimbrough. And if you didn't gather, we are Falcons for life, but we're also married. So this is kind of cool for us to get to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've done this many times. So we got JC Gasper in the circle taking her warm-up pitches to Josie Manning behind the plate.
It should be exciting time for some softball. Best day.
Oh my God! Is it 80 degrees?
80
what was our game time temperature? 82.
82. No wind issues. Flags are still, but that don't mean the ball won't be flying out of the park today. Hopefully for the Falcons.
That's true. Everybody here today, the Buccaneers are in all blue. And our Falcons are in all white, but they are united in the fact that they're both wearing shirts that celebrate and recognize our autism awareness game. The shirt has a infinity symbol that's multicolored with a Buccaneer on the left and a Falcon on the right. Grand Haven versus East Kentwood across the top Autism Acceptance Game 2025. We accept, we adapt, we advocate.
It's such a beautiful shirt, man, and I love that both teams are spreading that awareness.
Yeah, did you know that the percentage or the frequency of students with autism is 1 in 36 children in the U.S.? First pitch coming now. Oh, she puts it on the outside of the plate for a strike one. She went for it. We got to slap her.
We got to slap her. Looks like she was going to attempt to either bunt or slap the ball. And nice pitch by JC on the outside corner.
This is number 5, Haley Alsip from Grand Haven. She's stepping in the box, back of the box there, getting ready for that slappy slap. Catcher set up on the outside, hits the black of the plate, strike 2.
Yeah. Looks more like a bunt attempt to me. I could be wrong, though. Like I said,
you see those feet moving, though,
exactly.
Right? She might lay it down. She might slap it through. I'd be ready either. Infield's at a typical depth. They're not playing her tight. Giving her respect. Strike 3 looking.
Strike 3 looking.
Great way for the Falcons to start the game today. That always feels good for a pitcher and a catcher to start off with a strikeout. It's just like an exhilarating feeling to start that way. Got a righty?
Yeah, you would know that.
I would. I've taken a couple back there. All right. The Buccaneers are coming up swinging. Both batters so far have attacked that first pitch. We got Bree Borgman, number 16, who's going to be playing first base for the Buccaneers up to bat.
And she's in a 0-1 hole already. Nice pitch by JC right on the outside corner.
I really like how the catcher is receiving the ball. She's sitting quiet. She frames it up nice. She doesn't overdo it. She gives a nice target to the pitcher. JC seems to like it too. She's hitting her spots today. Ooh, right on her hands. Let's see, is it going to? Drops in just behind third base for a single. She rounds hard, but we get it in and hold her to a single.
Nice pitch, but sometimes better offense beats better pitching. Nice hit off the handle.
Yeah, she fought that off, didn't
really
she?
Nice job.
Right on the hands. That wasn't a bad spot. So we got a runner on first for the Buccaneers, 1 out. Woo! I like that. Was that a little curveball action?
What you call that? A slider?
No, we don't have
they
sliders,
don't have
in curveball.
See, I'm gonna learn a lot today.
Curveball. It was outside of the plate. Since we know they're aggressive, that was a smart move. Right down the middle, but a little low.
Yeah.
We're 2 balls here, 2-0. Runner's taking a conservative lead off first.
I believe we got a 1-1 count.
Yeah.
I think we got a strike on that first one.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Let's watch the umpire. We'll get it right.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike. That runner on first base taking a real conservative lead, so I'm not necessarily worried about her stealing. So as a catcher, I'm sticking that pitch and squeezing the strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, let's battle back here.
Yeah.
Ooh, hits behind the runner to the right side. That's what you want to do. Advances the runner to second. So we have runners on first and second. She hit it right in that
hole between
that 3-4 gap, right between
absolutely.
first and second
baseman. That was a nice hit.
It's exactly what you want to do in that position. Hit behind the runner.
It was a good pitch. Just once again, a better offense.
Yeah, it's what you call inside out.
Yes.
She came on the inside and pushed it right out. Maybe a little flat.
After a fast start of getting that strikeout, JC's got to settle down. Got two men on and 1 out, first and second for the Buccaneers.
All right. After a little delay there, we're back in the box, ready to receive that first pitch here. On the hands.
Coming up, swinging, man.
Drops it right in behind second base for a single. We throw it to third to Ashley Baker at third just to keep that runner there.
Now we got bases loaded.
Loaded up.
Got 1 out. That was another good hit.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers are coming out, like you said, very aggressive. They're jumping
That was
on that
first pitch again, wasn't it?
Yes. So.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about that as a
Absolutely.
pitcher and a catcher. Let me push them a little bit, make them chase a not perfect pitch.
Yep, strike one. There we go.
Strike one.
Nice way to get ahead of the batter.
I like getting ahead. We gotta have a little less white of the plate on that first pitch. Swing.
Oh, a little change up.
I love it.
Was that not a
love
change?
that off-speed pitch.
Got that
I love
one
that
right.
off-speed pitch.
That batter was way out in front.
So bases loaded here. 1 out.
0-2 count.
Outfielders at a regular depth. Inside. Dirt ball stopped by the catcher.
Yeah.
Nice job, Josie.
We call that a waste pitch. Is there such thing as a waste pitch in softball?
I mean, she's got 2 strikes, so, make her chase something.
Yeah, right.
Nothing good.
Change
Another
up.
off speed.
Change up
And that
for a strikeout.
puts her at 2 outs. Both strikeouts.
Nice job by JC. That
I
she
love.
worked that batter right there.
She did.
I mean, got out ahead of her.
Mm-hmm.
Got the 0-2 count.
Yep.
Came with a dirt ball, then came back with a changeup, and the batter once again was way out in front.
Oh, again, we're aggressive, and that was a smart pitch that time. There was none of the plate. She made her chase something not so good. We got Reagan Cobb here, number 32. She'll be playing third base for the Buccaneers. Up to bat, and she takes a strike.
Strike.
I love it. You're feeling
nice.
good. Let's see where she pushes.
JC's in a rhythm right now, hitting
Come
her
on
spots.
now. Hit her spots.
Inside, outside.
Mixing it up.
Yep.
I love it. All right, JC, throwing an off speed.
Yep,
Make her chase
inside.
something.
Yep.
You know what'd
Off-speed
be really
inside.
good to get out of here? The top of the first with 2 outs. It'd be good to get out of here with no runs scored.
Absolutely. Pitches are coming in from the dugout, folks, that are not here or that are listening. So, there we go.
Off-speed.
Another off speed. That change up.
And that inning belonged to Miss
Yeah.
Gasper.
Oh, so she struck out the side pretty much.
Yep.
Got out of a jam. That's what you want.
Yep. Loaded the bases up and got out without any harm. Here's a game time fact. 1 in 36 children in the U.S. is diagnosed with autism. That's why local groups like Autism Support of Kent County are so important. They connect families with resources and help to build understanding across schools and neighborhoods, creating a more inclusive West Michigan for everyone.
It's all about the awareness, man. It's all about the awareness.
It is. I believe there's a big recognition or gathering downtown Grand Rapids this weekend on the Blue Bridge.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Tonight we also have a sensory awareness or sensory break space available to anybody who might need those kinds of things. I think there's some sensory tools in there, maybe get away from the noise a little bit. Our volume on our sound is a little bit lower today as an act of consideration for students who have autism. Let's talk about the batting lineup. We got Josie Manning starting us off, followed by JC Gasper and Ashley Baker, 2 seniors and a junior.
Hey, we got to figure out who's on the mound for Grand Haven. We didn't get that name.
Oh, yeah.
Picture wearing my favorite number, number 11. We don't have a definitive name yet on the picture. We're working on it, folks. Just looking at her in warm-up, she's bringing some heat.
I like it. Good hitting speed.
Yeah.
She's tall, so she's got some long levers that can bring the speed. I like that.
Yeah. Let's see if the Falcons will be as aggressive as the Buccaneers were with their bats.
Back for the Falcons, number 22, Josie Manning.
Oh, I love the walk-up music. I love about softball and baseball. Pick your own.
We haven't heard
music.
as much of the chants as we sometimes hear at the softball field. It's become an art.
Yeah.
Grand Haven pitcher delivers a nice pretty much down the middle, first pitch,
Yep.
and we swing. So that tells me we're going to be an aggressive bunch of batters too.
She's bringing some heat right away.
Attempted bunt.
That foul ball.
Well, I don't mind that.
No.
Corners were way back, not even thinking bunt.
Yeah,
Want
if
to
she'd
mix
have
it
got
up a
that
little
down,
bit.
it'd have been trouble for Grand Haven.
It'd have been a foot race.
Oh, 2 count, high fastball or rise ball.
She might have come around that. I caught the tail end of it. Might have been a curve. Caught the outside
you
corner.
know all those pitches more so than
Sometimes.
myself. So I'm gonna rely on your expertise.
All right.
A strikeout.
Strikeout looking. Up next, we got JC Gasper.
Gotta come out swinging, man. You hate to.
I love when pitchers get in the batting box because they're defending their honor, right?
Right.
They want to put some on the board so they can relax in the circle. Oh, and we
right.
come up aggressive too.
Absolutely. Well, we apologize for not having the name of the pitcher for Grand Haven, but she's bringing some heat, man. She's got an active ball.
Oh.
A little low pitch right there for her.
Oh.
Right now, I'm only seeing pretty much straight fastballs or rise balls.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything off speed from Grand Haven's pitcher yet.
Yeah, fastball with good locations. That can go a long way.
Yeah, she's just
Oh,
bringing.
she made it chase. She made him chase something up there.
Yeah. From our angle, I don't know if it's a rise ball
Or just a high fast.
or it's a high fastball, but
Yeah.
I'm going to
could
guess
tell
and
you if
say
I-
it's a rise ball.
I could tell you if I got back there and saw the spin.
Try to go off speed. Out of the strike zone. 2-2, folks.
Yeah. Grand Haven, they look good.
Yeah. I watched them in warm-ups. Very, very active. Another strikeout.
Yeah.
Struck out swinging this time, and
Dropped third strike, so he ran it out.
It's number 14, Ashley Baker.
Got senior Ashley Baker coming up here. She's one of the, as a senior this year, she'll be graduating with a 4.125. Now it could go up with her final grades. She's in the top 50 of her class of 640.
That's what it's all about. She is the definition of a student athlete.
Total package.
I like to say scholar athlete.
Scholar athlete. What'd I say? Student athlete?
I said it first. But I like to...
Outside corner, first pitch, strike. Oh, the off speed. So you see how
she's struggling with her off speed.
So
I saw her.
You see how her motion changes
Absolutely.
just a little bit. And if we could key into that as hitters
Big
and
time.
sit back and wait and hit a mistake.
Yeah.
It kind of takes that out of the equation.
Yeah, she's just
Although
back.
she must be making something dance on the inside corner because we're fanning it. We're not even coming
Right.
close on that on our contacts.
Right now she's just blowing it by us. I mean, that's her best pitch right now is her fastball and locating it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's a long game.
Yeah.
A lot of games.
Well, guess what? Both pitchers did what they're supposed to. They struck out the side.
Kind of how I like to see it happen.
We like to see some hits from the Falcons, but
Yeah.
it's early, folks, and a lot of game left.
Yeah. Autism is not something you can fix. It's a different way of thinking and experiencing the world. Hope Network embraces that difference by providing life-changing services, therapy, job support, housing, and more, so people with autism can thrive. You know, I was listening to the news this morning, and they were talking about some of the autism awareness events going on around the city, and you know, there's some debate on whether there's a higher frequency of people or individuals with autism due to environmental factors, or if we have better diagnostic tools.
Yeah, they go back and forth between those two.
Yeah, I can see, you know, the potential for both, but
absolutely,
it doesn't really matter how we got there.
Exactly, we're there, and
what are we gonna do?
Great thing that we can.
Yeah.
We got systems in place that are helping with it.
Yep. JC Gasper fires one by for a first pitch strike.
I heard that glove pop up
I
here.
love that pop sound. Number 8, Claire Sova is what I have written down. Apologize if that's not the name. She's
Just had the ball hit to right to the second baseman, right between the wickets, like they like to say. That's going to be a error on our second baseman. She knows she's got to probably come up with that play 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
But that's a tough one for a pitcher. You get a ground out and an error.
Yeah, this is Maya Deaton, number 1, Maya Deaton, who plays left field for the Buccaneers, squares to bunt, and we throw it like we're throwing it down to second base, but we have no action from the runner, so everybody stays put. I would anticipate another squared bunt. Let's see if our third base reads it the same way I would and crowds her a little bit.
Oh, swinging away.
Swinging away.
Yeah, very,
I would have
very
been surprised.
there that we're not bunting that player down to second.
Yeah, I always like to, put a little pressure on the bunter to make it a perfect bunt and squeeze them a little bit.
And a
swing and a miss.
swing and a
Strike
strikeout.
3. 1 out, runner on first base. Number 19 steps in the box.
Number 19, Whaley.
Natalie Whaley,
This is
who
the number 9 hitter.
she plays second base for the Buccaneers. And the runner's going. The catcher throws from her
And
knees,
she's
and
out.
she.
Oh,
we
slid
must have
around
missed
the
the tag. Our
tag.
timing was right.
Nice
The throw
throw.
is on point. You
Very
know what
nice
happens
throw from-
sometimes, and it's a human instinct, is to grab the ball as soon as I can and then pull it back to the tag.
Yeah,
But the ball can travel faster in the air. So
absolutely.
let's let it get
Let
all
it
the way
travel.
back
Let
and
the
tap
ball
the tag.
travel.
Let the ball travel. So nice throw, Josie, down to second base. Throws from her knees. I
Yes, very nice.
wish I could have done that.
throw.
But the
Oh,
runner
I'm
is
sure
safe
you
on
did.
second
I'm
base.
Sure, you did that.
I guess I didn't try. Runner's safe on second base. 1 out. We got a fly ball just
Pop up
a-
in the infield.
just on the edge of the grass.
That's to the shortstop for out number
Kayla
2.
Finlaw catches that one for
Yeah.
out number 2. Let's see if we can leave that runner. She is in scoring position out at second base. We are at the top of the second with no runs for either team. No balls, no strikes. Let's see what we do with this first pitch. Swing.
Like you said earlier, Grand Haven is trying to jump on that first pitch, like every batter.
Was that an off-speed pitch?
It looked like it.
Man, I think that's a great idea.
Yes,
They're going to be
and it
aggressive.
was on the
Throw them
outside
some
corner.
junk. Oh, we love that outside corner. It was, I say that was 2, maybe 3 inches off the plate, and she chased it. Now, it did go far foul.
Yeah.
But are we
And
going to
the
continue
batter's
to
in
work that ladder?
That batter's in the 0-2 count now. Pitcher's advantage.
I love it. Okay.
Another foul ball, folks.
So let's see if we can get a setup pitch here, right?
This is the leadoff hitter,
Yep.
Alsip.
Right now, we got her
And
looking down, out, down and out, down and out. So she's leaning on her toes a little bit. I don't want her to get lucky
I
and get a
believe
piece
she
of something.
struck out her first time up.
I think you're right. Wow, we went through the batting order.
Already, that fast.
Ooh.
Oh, change
Okay.
up.
I don't mind it because it was far inside.
Yep.
It was far inside. So if she was going to swing at it and give her contact, it was going to go foul.
That batter was
now,
way ahead of the
now do we have her set up?
Exactly.
Okay, so the runner on second should be hauling on contact. So if it does reach the outfield, outies are got to fire it home.
I think we're playing at normal depth.
Normal
in the
depth in the
outfield.
outfield. And we
Uh,
got a line
line
drive pretty much
drive.
over right field's head.
Yeah.
Runners advance. She's going to take third
taking
pretty
it.
easily.
Yeah.
Scores the run.
Wow.
1-0. Grand Haven Buccaneers.
Well, I would say that was a mistake by JC.
We were up in the count.
Yeah, 1-2 count.
1-2 count, 2 outs.
2 out, way too much of the plate.
Yep.
And,
You know,
yeah. So you learn.
you got to talk about it, think about it, know your approach.
Yeah,
Knowing she struck out last time.
absolutely. And she had her chasing on the outside
Yeah.
corner.
All right, we got an inside pitch. hit right down the line to third base.
And we're
Pretty easy throw to first base to
routine.
end the inning.
You hate to
right?
give up that run in that situation when you're ahead
I
of
know.
the count,
I know.
but the damage was only
You know, you always think 2, 3
left to
plays
one
ahead.
run.
It would have been nice to start the inning with the number 2 hitter instead of the number 3 and 4. So we are now looking at the bottom of the second inning.
Yes.
So our second time up to
Second
bat.
time up.
I'm going to circle back to some of the things that happened in our school for students with autism. If you haven't noticed, we're going to continue talking about this, Coach.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Should be.
We have a space in our building that's under construction. It's our student services area, and this is an area where some of our school psychologists and social workers and occupational therapists and other supporting staff work out of. And our staff made a pretty strong shift out of advocacy for students to give up one of their office spaces to create a sensory space.
Oh, wow. Yes.
You know, we're pretty tight on space at the high school, but it's always exciting when we have construction.
Right.
And we're working with Johnny Kenoy, former Falcon.
Former Falcon.
Player for you.
And Missy Kenoy,
And
yes.
Kenoy, former and always forever Falcons, who are helping us to furnish that space. So it's going to be a very special space for our students who would benefit from those kind of sensory experiences. Kayla Finlaw stepping up into the plate. Inside pitch. Just off the plate. Ball 1.
All right, we need to get on base here.
Let's
get
get
a little
something
rally
started,
going.
right? Yeah.
Get our bench up. You know, I don't hear the chatter like I'm. I know
Yeah.
we're up here in this booth, so
Yeah.
maybe I just can't hear the girls. One thing what I love about softball is the chatter, the
chants.
enthusiasm
Yeah.
of the girls on the bench, man. It's,
Yeah. You ever
it's
watch?
infectious.
You watch that college softball? They're
Oh my
doing it
God,
like the
it's-
entire
Right,
time.
they have all kind of chants and
Yep. All right. We got ball 2. That was a little high and outside. Now, Kayla, she is one of our smartest seniors. She'll be going to the University of Michigan, Dearborn next year.
Go Blue.
Yeah, go Blue. Not too shabby with a 3.9 GPA. 12th grade student, leads her team in every way.
Another scholar athlete.
She is first class all the way around.
Yes, she is.
We get to see her in the hallways. She's one of those kids who makes eye contact, says hello, and she takes a good cut at an inside pitch.
Yep. We still didn't get her. Sorry, folks, we still don't have the pitcher's name for Grand Haven. We're going to work on that in between innings. But she is bringing it. And then finally, she just threw her first changeup or off-speed pitch that got us to strike out.
Kayla Finlaw strikes out there, swinging. Brings
a
up half of the Helm squad. We got Sydney and Kira Helm, who are sophomores for the Falcons. Little known fact, or maybe not little known fact, their mother, Julie Helm, played for the Falcons circa 98. So it looks like she shared her love for softball with her daughters.
Nice. I always love seeing that.
Yeah. Sydney plays right field for the Falcons.
A little high off-speed pitch.
Holds on that pitch.
Yeah.
Close pitch.
Yep.
1-1.
A little high.
Bottom of the second. Got 1 ball, 1 strike. The score is 1-0 Buccaneers. Inside pitch, check swing, counts.
Yeah. Well, she tried to hold her swing up.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
swung through it.
There's something about human instinct when it's up at that eye level.
Yeah.
It can be very hard to be
Yeah,
disciplined.
the ball looks like a beach ball. But
Yeah,
it's
just
harder to
mouth
hit, though.
waters. All right, swing, drop pitch. She takes off to first base, makes the throw down to first. 2 outs.
And we got to get a ball in the dirt. We got to get a ball out in the outfield.
I am confident that once the Falcons get started, there will be no stopping.
All right, we're 5 up, 5 down, strikeouts.
Yep. Center fielder Kira Helm steps up to the plate. think that's Kira. I have the
Yeah,
wrong
it
name.
is Kira.
Okay.
Nice strike.
I don't know. I
Grand Haven pitcher, she's
something nasty on the
bringing
inside.
something
No.
that has got us struggling right now, and hopefully one time through, the second time up, we'll have her figured out. You make those adjustments.
I agree. You see how it kind of comes out of her hand?
It does.
Kind of funny.
Kind of
She
funky.
just like snaps her
Yeah.
wrist around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if she's coming over the top of that.
Is that kind of unconventional? Like, it's just, or
There's a little bit of both. You know, what you see is the aftermath. Now, see how her delivery was a little bit different there,
Right.
straight up. We'll figure this out one way or the other. We've got a video production team in the house working with us. Off-speed pitch there for Kira. She fouls it off. Our video production group does some live streaming of the video. If you're tuning in, obviously you might be watching that. 2 cameras set up on the field. First class operation here.
First class.
I'm not sure it's happening at the high school level anyplace else. Strike 3, looking.
We're trendsetters here at EK.
Right?
She struck out the side again? All right. Well, what, 6 up, 6 down, not the way you want to start off, but like I said, hopefully we get through the lineup, make some changes next time we come up to
It's a
face
different. It's a different thing second time around. You
Absolutely.
start timing them up. You talk to. The big key is talking to each other. You know, letting each other know what you see from the pitcher. We got JC Gasper coming back out to the mound.
She's done her job. I mean, she's mowing them down too, and besides from one error, and she's been in rhythm and doing a great job with her location. I mean, we can see it all from up here.
Mm-hmm.
We can see where the ball is crossing the plate, high, low, inside, outside.
All right.
Different speeds, all that good stuff.
Let's see that for the Bucks. We have number 11, Chuck.
Okay. Still sitting at 1-0 Buccaneers at the top of the 3rd inning. We'll play 2 7-inning games today, I believe. Is that right? Doubleheader?
Doubleheader.
Single header.
Oh,
We're just doing one dance here today, folks.
Okay.
So
Ground out to
I
3rd.
like it. Hey.
Nice and easy throw over.
1 batter, 1 out.
Yeah. Nice to have that third baseman that
We have number 13, Jill.
not only has a nice glove, but has a nice easy throw over to first. Has made that look routine. That's Ashley Baker playing third base. She's played that hot corner, man. She's doing a great job. Bounce her back to the pitcher. Easy
Like
throw over to first for out number 2.
1-3. Put out. Ground out.
Yeah,
For
ground.
the Bucks, we have number 17, Vanderberg.
Kenna Vanderberg.
Oh, we got Chuck. Brian Chuck is the pitcher. We got it now, folks. Bunt attempt by the Grand Haven batter, and strike 1. Fouled it off.
Batting is number 17, Vandenbrink, and she's 0 for 1 on the day.
What did she do her first time out? I couldn't.
0
can't
for 1.
remember.
So
I
I think,
don't know
well,
if
we
it
had a
was
string of
strikeout.
strikeouts. So
Yeah, I'm going to guess she struck out.
yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So ball 1. She squares to bunt. Looks like a pretty honest square there. Pulls back. Count is 2-2. All right, this is where we're ahead in the count. This is a pitcher's position. Let's see if we capitalize and shut her down.
Oh,
Okay,
foul ball. Foul ball.
kind of might have hit off her foot
Yep.
there.
Those don't feel good.
No, they don't. They don't.
I'm speaking from experience, folks. I once played baseball back long time ago.
Just for those folks who are at home, I wanted to make sure everybody knew who is who and who is where. We got J.C. Gasper playing on the mound. What do you got there?
That was the announcer's jinx right there. I was just
You just
bragging
called her out.
about our third baseman and her glove and
Solid.
how she makes it look routine and
Yeah.
and she has an error.
You know what it was? It came off like it was going to be hot, but then sort of dribbled to her.
That is
So
the
kinda-
good old announcer's jinx right
You
there.
did it. E-T-K.
You're right. I'll take that E.
All right. Oh, she hits it up the
Nice,
middle.
nice glove.
Pitcher fields her position. One of the hardest things to do on the softball field is go from throwing
is 'cause
underhand to throwing overhand.
Yeah,
And she did
absolutely.
it nicely. There we go for a third out.
We've seen that at the college level. Girls
Just-
have the yips.
They
the pitcher
do.
throwing it over to first. 'Cause
You know, when I used to, I had one pitcher in college, Jennifer Rasmussen, and she would pitch the ball to first base after she got
Yeah.
it hit back to her.
That's what she's used to doing.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Who cares, right?
Right.
So here's inning break number 3. Here's another fact for you. Many autistic people have incredible strengths like memory, creativity, and focus. Benjamin's Hope in Holland celebrates those strengths by building a residential community where adults with autism can live, work, and belong. That's what real inclusion looks like. I've never been out to Benjamin's Hope. Have you?
No,
I'm
man.
gonna have to Google that and see
Yeah,
what we can
look
find
that
out
up.
here. You know, when I was on this field a couple years ago, we didn't have events like that, so I'm just so proud of
Oh
the
my
growth, recognition, and
Yes.
awareness. That might have something to do with Miss Coulter.
Yeah, 100%.
Coach Coulter, the head coach for the Falcons, is a special education teacher, so I know her heart does center around students with unique needs and strengths. All right, who we got here in the box taking first pitch? Miss Marshall.
Wow.
Alyssa Marshall, a 9th grader. DP 9th grader. How
She's
about
awesome.
that?
You know, I work on a freshman campus, and
Mhm.
she's one of our finest
Is she?
student athletes, scholar athletes.
How would
over
you
there at the
describe
freshman.
her?
Really laid back.
She's
just
aggressive in
quiet.
the box. Look at her swinging at
Absolutely.
that. She's got
It's
alter
just-
ego in there.
But she's a fierce competitor. I know that about her because
Well,
she plays
to make the
multiple.
varsity team as a freshman, that's
Yeah, plays multiple sports. Awesome.
there's that ball on the inside that gets us. There's strike 3.
All right, we got to figure.
Swinging.
We got to figure Chuck out, man. She is mowing us down. I mean, I believe that's 7 up, 7 down
Yeah.
via strikeout.
Yeah.
We got to put a ball in play here. Let's see if these fielders can field. I believe JC's going to do it.
Oh yeah, she's seen her once before.
Second
So
time
second
through.
time around, let's see if we can make any adjustments. She does take that first cut, swing and a miss.
Man, the reaction time is unreal. It seems like that pitcher's on top of you.
Yeah.
And I played baseball. Our mound differential is quite different.
Yeah.
Got a little bit less reaction,
Yeah.
more reaction time in baseball, but
And what they can do with movement of the
Exactly.
pitch in that short amount of time. It's all about spins. You talk to a
Absolutely.
pitcher, they've worked on spins for hours and hours. Strike 3 for JC, swinging on an inside pitch. I can't wait to ask them about that pitch. What did it look like?
we've
What was
struggled.
going on with
It looks like a rise ball, but it's got a lot of spin on it though.
Yep.
And she's bringing heat, man.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
hear that pop?
Yes. And she's placing it too. I mean, from our vantage point, it's just not down the middle, folks. She is moving that ball inside, outside, up, down. Man, it got us confused right now. And like I said, hopefully we get a couple swings at her, we will start to figure her out.
We got Robbins, looks like
Yep.
pinch hitting here.
Just trying to get
Robbins,
something
number
going,
2,
man.
yeah. Give somebody else another look at it.
9 up, 9 down.
Strike 3 on a swinging. Let's see, we're going to the top of the 4th. I don't know. Doesn't it feel like this game's going fast?
It is.
Well, that happens. When
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
you
have a lot of
had
hits or base runners.
Grand Haven had a little bit of a rally, but we haven't had a base runner yet. So yes, it's top of 4 already.
Yeah.
All right.
We've been pretty lucky with weather. We've been pretty lucky with weather. Haven't had too many cancellations this spring. That can always be a factor in Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So to be sitting at an 82-degree softball game is pretty special.
Absolutely.
I know hot weather makes you better at softball. Oh, right on the hands. First pitch from JC goes to Baker. She throws it in the dirt gets past first base there. Runner takes second base. We get it back
That's
into
a tough
the
one.
circle.
Kind of a knuckleball down to the third baseman, and
Yep.
I don't think she had a clean grip on it when she threw over the first, and it got away from her.
Right. So we're at the number 8 hitter, Maya Deaton, who plays left field for the Bucks, stepping in. I think she.
So, 0 for 1, first time up.
Mhm.
Got her out. Bunt attempt by her. They're definitely trying to move the runner over to third base. Especially with runner on second with nobody out.
Yeah, the runner's in scoring position there at second base. So you're thinking, let me just get it through the infield here. Let her score on a base hit is what you're thinking. As a pitcher, you're thinking, no way. Nice coverage on that.
Absolutely. I like to see the outfielders and the infielders work together.
One of my favorite things to execute is a fake bunt steal. It pulls that third baseman in, and it becomes a foot race between the shortstop and the runner.
Right.
They didn't take advantage.
Yeah.
Outside pitch brings
we
us
got the third baseman charging hard and the shortstop covering third. It's quite awesome to see it all happen.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the center fielder covered second.
Yeah. Ooh,
all right,
we got a dirt ball. Yeah. Catcher keeps it in front of her.
That was a great job, man. She got out in front of that.
Yep.
Nice.
Killed the dirt ball as a catcher and kept the runner at second base.
Yeah, it could have been trouble.
Job well done. 9 times out of 10, nobody goes any place if the ball stays in front.
Round to the third.
Okay. Oh, runner is. Don't throw it. She's dead. We got a run down between second and third.
All right, nice job.
That's a great job. That's a good thing. That's lemons out of lemonade.
Yep.
Lemonade out of lemons. So we kind of botched the hit as it came to us at third. Kind of got through there.
Yeah.
Our shortstop picked it up. The runner thought maybe she might have thrown it to first.
Exactly.
She didn't. Got herself caught in a rundown. We tag her out for.
Well, that's great coverage by the shortstop.
Yeah.
Not thinking that that's an easy routine ball to the third baseman.
Great range from Kayla Finlaw to get all the way over there and get that. That could have easily been in left field and given us a runner on third.
All right, I apologize for jinxing our third baseman.
All
right, I'm taking the jinx off her.
All right.
She's going to be great going
forward.
forward.
We got 1 out, runner on first, squares to bunt. Outside pitch, that's a good pitch for that, what we see happening there. Nice job. Keep her honest. Our catcher shows that she's not afraid to throw her out at first. Our second baseman comes around ready for the tag. That keeps the runner from getting too far off that base.
No, I like our how we fly around defensively.
Yeah. Square to bunt. She lays the bunt down. Beautiful bunt right in front of the plate. Our third baseman fields it, overthrows second base. Overthrows first base. We throw it to third. Runners now on second and third. I got to hand it to the bunt. The bunt was beautiful.
Great bunt.
Killed it right there.
Killed it.
I'm wondering if our catcher
Should have
could
called the third
popped
baseman
right
off.
out and caught. She has the better angle. She could see the whole field. She knew what the runners were doing. I like to see catchers take those.
Take that right there.
That
exactly.
one was right in front of the plate.
All right, we got to get out of this. We got to
Yep.
get out of this.
We got it.
A little slap Bonner. Oh, that's the top of the third time through for A-Slip. This is her third time to the plate.
We're at the top of the fourth. 1 strike.
I think she got the signal wrong because her coach is coming to talk to her.
Okay.
Now you got a lot of options here with
Yep.
second and third and 1 out.
If I'm thinking about what I would love to have happen with 2 runners on, up by 1, you're kind of in the driver's seat. I'd still like to hit behind the runners. Let's try to look for an inside pitch.
absolutely,
She's a left-handed hitter here, stepping in the plate. She hasn't hit today. Oh,
Yeah.
she's 1 for 2 today.
And she had a nice hit over the.
Yep. Oh, and she
Another.
smokes one right over the second baseman. Both runs score. We throw it to home plate, kind of bobbling it here at the plate. Runner takes advantage. She's now standing at second.
Pitcher tried to hold up her throw. She's going to try to throw the runner out maybe at home plate and saw that it was too late and it just slipped out her hand and allowed the runner from first base to advance to second base.
So 2 runs score. We're sitting at 3-0.
I like that we're coming together right now.
Yep. That's a great move. I don't know who called it, but I'm guessing one of your. I bet if I were to guess, it'd be Kayla.
Yeah, Finlaw.
She's the leader.
Yeah.
She knows the game. Having talked to her a few times in the hallways about different pitchers they've seen, she's got the softball IQ. Let's see if she gave her team the advice they needed to get out of this inning. We got 1 down. Runner on second base.
Yeah, we got to get out of here with no more harm.
Got
No more.
Borgman in the batter's box. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second takes a healthy lead, takes off to third base on a ground ball hit through the infield, takes off to score.
Base hit. Drives in the run.
Base hit. Some uncertainty from the outfielder on exactly where to throw it.
Yeah, you got to hit the cutoff person right there, cutoff man,
Yep.
and keep that runner at first.
Yep. I'm sure Coach Coulter's thinking, you know what, we're gonna work on some relays or where to throw it with runners in different situations, so that it becomes automatic. Inside pitch.
You don't want a big inning to become a huge inning.
Yeah.
You try to keep that runner in a position where you can possibly have a double play or anything.
It's tried to tag. Ball was hit to the shortstop. Attempted the tag, missed it, but made the throw to second base for the out. Runner advances to third, so we got a runner on third. 2 outs.
That's great awareness by Finlaw.
Yep.
Try to get the tag on the runner. Normally, a runner from second doesn't run when the ball is hit to the left side of the infield, and she got away with it. But Finlaw did a great job of keeping her composure and throwing the batter out at first.
We got Jeltma here, number 13, coming into the batter's box. Takes a hack at that first pitch.
Foul ball. Nice changeup by JC. Like you said, Grand Haven has been very aggressive on that first pitch.
I think if we can keep them off balance, we can get out of this inning and all the others without too much damage here. We just got to get something going with the bats.
Absolutely.
Outside pitch. Second base knocks it down, makes it to the first.
Great job.
Nice job.
And that was a great job by JC, the pitcher, getting a piece of it. Because that ball was headed up the middle for another base hit.
Yep.
And she redirected it to the second baseman, who grabbed it and threw a nice little shot over the first base for that third out.
For that second baseman, it was a deep hit, deep towards second base. And she turned and made the throw.
All right, we got it.
All right, we're in inning 4 here. Communication can look different for everyone. Some autistic people use words. Some use gestures or devices. all are valid. Family Tree Therapists supports kids with autism through speech and occupational therapy, helping each child express themselves in their own way. You know, one of the things that we are charged to do in the realm of education is make connections with community partners and help families access some of the resources that they wouldn't otherwise know about. Our special education team is well aware of all of the various things that are available to families who need support, including respite care, because sometimes that's a much needed piece for a family. Therapies, including speech, all those things are part of the equation to help our young people be successful. That catcher from Grand Haven, again, she just threw down from her knees for that in between innings. I just am so impressed.
Yeah,
It
very
didn't
impressed.
happen a lot, when I played.
That's putting in the work, man. Being able to do that, it's a skill. Very, very talented,
Yeah,
and a lot of core strength to be able to do that.
yeah. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Up for
Falcons.
us right now is Josie Manning. Our catcher's stepping in the box for us first this inning and makes a bunt, squares for a bunt
Yeah, man,
attempt.
we're at the top of the order, and like she said, we just got to get the
Gotta
ball
get
in
something
play.
going. Yep.
We haven't had a base runner yet.
I wonder if Coach Coulter lets her make that call to square to bunt on her own.
Yeah, let's try it again. I mean, and the first baseman and the third baseman are right on top of her. All right, she's in the 0-2 hole now. Now she's got to be thinking.
Is she gonna swing away?
Swing away now.
Swing away. We got Owen Renwick down on the camera along right field. He catches the angle coming towards the field. Once we have a ball in action, our focus goes out that way. It can be really hard to follow a softball with a camera.
No, I bet.
So I think that they do such a great job. Okay, we got a
pop up in the infield.
A high pop up.
Oh,
don't take that for granted. I almost said it out loud. And you know what I love? She's standing on second on an infield pop up that went probably 30 feet, 20 feet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the third baseman.
Well, guess what? The Falcons will take that. It's been a struggle at the plate, and you'll take anything to get a runner on.
Absolutely.
That little thing might get us,
the spark that starts our little fire. Don't underestimate the spin of a softball. When it goes up that high, it's spinning.
Right.
Okay, we squared a bunt. I think we're making a legit attempt to bunt the runner over.
Yep. Try to get something going. Get a run on the board.
Yep. Again, folks, it's the bottom of the fourth. We are at one strike. JC attempted a bunt to get the runner from second over to third base. Let's see if we're gonna do that again. What's your call? You doing it again?
I like that. Like I said, we got to get a runner in scoring position.
I say let her swing away. Oh, she's squaring a bunt.
Squared a bunt.
And
stolen third base.
I don't know if that was a fake bunt steal operation. I can't be for sure, but there was a bobble by the catcher, which allowed her to take advantage. She didn't skip a beat.
Surprised they didn't try to call catcher interference, but we were
bunter
attempting
interference.
Bunter interference.
Now,
we were bunting, though.
There's two things you got to think about. She could have been interfering with the play if it had gone to third. If she would have stayed where she was. I don't know. It's hard to say.
The catcher dropped the ball, so that takes that out of the equation.
Yep.
Another strikeout.
Okay.
For Chuck. And she is,
that inside pitch.
No pun intended, chucking the ball. Really nice today.
She did there. See what you did right there. All right. Who we got? We got Miss Baker stepping in the box again with a 4.125 GPA.
Again.
So if the game is figure outable, Miss Baker's going to do it.
Right. She's due. She's had a tough day at third base. Once I gave her that jinx.
Yep.
Let's see if
take it out on the ball.
Exactly.
You know what? It takes one hit to make you feel all better.
Right. One ball and no strikes right now.
Catcher set up inside.
Man, she is bringing some heat, man. I tell you, that ball is on top of us so fast. I mean, I think we're getting good cuts, but
It's just sliding by us on the inside.
Yeah, she's
Um,
done a good job of mixing up her location.
yeah. So one thing you can do is sometimes a strategy, and maybe I'm outdated. Maybe this isn't a strategy anymore. But if you're getting hung up on that inside pitch, you can move up in the box to get it before it creeps in too much on you. No, I just think about how I can make an adjustment. I can tell you right now that she's going to throw another inside pitch because, well, that was a rise ball.
Rise ball.
Rise ball.
And she's got a plethora of pitches.
Mhm.
I've seen the rise ball, I've seen the fastball, I've seen her
Something
change
off
up.
speed.
Yeah, something. I don't know if it's a true changeup, but
She doesn't have a lot of command of that, so
right.
you're not going to see her throw that when she's down in the count.
Right.
We got a 2 strike, 1 ball.
She's just trying to throw it
fouling
by
it
us,
off.
man.
Fouling it off.
Yeah.
Was
It's
that
good at
inside?
bat by Baker right now.
Absolutely.
She's battling right now.
Hey, great at bat so far.
Yeah.
You know what will make it even better?
A hit.
A hit. An RBI hit. We got somebody waiting. Capitalized on that base runner. Pitch delivered. That was that off-speed pitch.
There it was.
But again, she's throwing it when she's in a pitcher's position.
Exactly.
Right? So she's going to hope you chase it knowing the pressure's on you as a hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes,
I think she's
1 out. Runner
either
on
rise ball or fastball here. Yeah, we got the ball on the ground. Yes.
And
got our first run. Yes.
yeah. All right.
Nice
So
job.
Baker hits the ball to second base, who makes the easy play at first base. So that's our second out, and runner scores off of that. So
Yeah,
RBI for Baker.
for Baker.
Hey, did her job.
Nice job
Did her
putting the
job.
ball in play.
Kayla Finlaw back at the plate. As we talked about her being a leader all around in the classroom, in the hallways, we always say when we start thinking about principal awards, we start thinking if we had to carbon copy somebody, she'd be one I would want to carbon copy and have 100 walking around the school.
Absolutely.
I was a little outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Yep.
Chuck, right now, she got a little, we finally broke through on her. She's showing that she's human.
What was that? It was
A little
it was
inside, and it was inside. Never thought I'd see people looking for shade in April.
On April 24th. Yeah.
People sitting under umbrellas.
Hey, great frame by the catcher right there. I thought that was a little off the plate. She brought it in for second strike there.
She had
so the power of framing.
Yeah, like you always say.
The key is to catch quiet.
Yeah.
Catch quiet. Pass ball. I'll call that a wild pitch.
Yeah, little rise ball that
got
kept
away.
rising.
Got away. Got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. Bottom of the 4th. Falcons trail 1-4. 82 degrees. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Pitcher delivers. Ball inside.
Oh,
called it. Okay. I didn't see that one coming, but
wow.
umpire saw it differently.
Whoa, that ball was vastly
you know what, though?
inside.
I'm going to say this. It hit the black of the plate, and the black of the plate counts.
Okay.
It does.
I'm
gonna ask for the black of the plate every time.
You're a former Division I catcher. I'm gonna refer to you on that.
Yeah.
But my eyes are 61 years old.
61 years young.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was a ball.
I liked it. When you have 2 strikes against you, you do have to swing and protect. Even if you foul it off.
Yeah.
Who do we got coming up? Who do we got coming up in the next part of the order here for Grand Haven?
Yeah, top of 5, folks. Falcons did come through with a run, and see if we can get the Buccaneers out 1, 2, 3, and get back up, get those bats back up.
Go back to our students with disabilities, and in particular those with autism. Our district does a great job, and our teachers really try to emphasize inclusion and being inclusive as a school community. We have a links program where students are able to sign up for this course as an elective. And they give up a whole hour of their day. Don't give up. I guess they are learning just as much, but they take a whole hour of their day in their schedule to go walk alongside a student with a disability and provide support in whatever way that might look like. JC delivers first pitch of the inning, a little inside, but the hitter takes it to right center field. She's now on first base.
There's number 17, Vanderberg for Grand Haven. Nice at bat for her. They're jumping on that first pitch. Very aggressive
Yep.
batters for Grand Haven.
Yep. Up next, we got number 32, Cobb for the Buccaneers. She's 0 for 2 on the day. That doesn't mean she can't figure us out now.
Hit and run right there.
Was it? Yeah, she was gone. Runner was gone.
Yeah.
Hit and run called. Being aggressive. Sometimes that's good for hitters. Takes the thinking right out of it. I just got to go and make contact from a girl because otherwise I'm leaving her out to dry. She's straight stealing. Let's see if it's on again. Oh, yeah. Okay, hit ball up the middle, a little bit slow. It was a slow roller. Runner safe at second. We're able, we bobbled it a little bit. Finlaw got it up the middle. It was a kind of a funky, slow roller, but wasn't able to make the throw to first base. So we're loaded up on runners on first and second, top of the fifth. Number 8, Sova steps in the box for the Buccaneers. Got runners on first and second. JC delivers a pitch, and it is bunted.
Oh, nice scoop by the first baseman.
Nice scoop by the first. Baker picks up the bunt, throws it to first. A 5-4 play at first base. Bunt. Runners on second and third.
Yeah, got bases.
Top of the
second
fifth.
And third with one out. Got to find a way to get out of this.
Number 1, Maya Deaton is back in the box. Left fielder. Deaton's 0 for 2 on the day, but so is the last batter. So let's see what we got.
Need a strikeout here. Need a nice strikeout here.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. What I don't want to see for JC is she starts putting the ball too much over the plate, and then they will come alive. So sometimes when we tighten up, we start giving it
Right back up the middle. Oh, aggressive. Yeah. That ball was hit. Kind of handcuffed JC.
yeah.
I think
It was
she'll
right
tell
up
you
the
if she
middle.
had that one again that she'll make that play. That
Yep.
ball was
Both-
hit right up the middle, right
Yeah.
on her glove side.
Yep. Both those runs scored. We had runners on first and second there that made their way around. So that ball hit up the middle. We're now looking at Buccaneers 6, Falcons 1, runner on first base. Number 19, Waite steps in. I'm not going to say what I said last time because that seems to jinx us. Okay, catcher throws back to first base.
Keep that
Dive-
runner honest on first base. She
Yep.
almost drifted off too far.
Oh, you have to because that can easily turn from a 1 advanced base to 2 advanced bases on a base hit. So good job, catcher, for keeping that runner honest. Ooh,
Oh, foul ball. Nice jam. That was a nice pitch inside.
that was great location.
Jammed her up.
Great location.
Couldn't extend her hands.
I actually think it would have been a strike. Is that black of the plate again?
Yep.
That's where she needs to live.
Oh, this guy's got a wide strike zone. If I'm
Inch by inch, I'm expanding that as a catcher every
Absolutely.
inning. He gives me this much this inning. I'm scooting out just a little bit further for my pitcher. Pitchers know how important it is to have a catcher who's working hard for them back there. I think JC and Josie get along really well. Oh,
little fake steal by the runner on first. Catcher came up ready to throw though.
yes, she did. Coach is giving some kind of signal over there. See if it means anything. Pitch up the middle.
Double play.
Finlaw picks it up for a touch second. Throw to first. Gets by the first baseman. Gets the out at second. Runner is not able to advance to scoring position.
That ball almost went in the dugout. I think it hit the fence.
Well,
Got that lead runner out though.
that's important.
That was a hard hit ball. Finlaw did a good job of staying down on it.
Yep. Yeah. Hit the ground a little hard. It's still early spring. Fake bunt. No, bunt attempt strike.
Yes.
We got a runner on first base.
This is her 4th time up.
So that tells me they're not necessarily thinking we're going to respond very well to the bunt. If I'm Baker, I'm coming right in and putting some pressure on her. We got a steal. Catcher
Straight steal.
throws
That
down
was
to second.
straight steal.
Yeah, I get that because she's a lefty in the batter's box, can block her from seeing her
That
right
she
away.
sure didn't come up throwing.
Yeah, I
right
don't know
away.
that she recognized. She probably couldn't see her
No,
taking
there was a
off
little
until it was
hesitation.
too late. Yep. We got a timeout from the box.
I think A-Slip.
JC didn't like that pitch call.
Is 2 for 3 right now. She's that's a
Okay.
slap hit again, man.
Slapped
She
it right in a hole in the outfield, just to the left of
She
our
is-
right fielder that scores one run.
is fast too.
Another runner
Man,
rounds
center,
third.
man.
Gonna be a play at the plate.
Wow.
No play. No play. Throw, but no play.
Um,
2-run score.
inside the park home run. Of course, there's errors involved there,
Yeah.
but she is fast, man. She
That
came
girl
out
had
of that.
wheels, and the play
Yeah.
was in front of her, so
Yeah.
she could see the ball was still going as she was rounding first base. She was off, and her coach was waving her on.
hmm
It had to be a perfect throw to get her out at the plate.
And once the relay got bobbled, there was no throwing her out at home plate.
Yeah.
She can scoot.
Yep. Got Bree Borgman, their first baseman, coming up, right? Is that right? Number 16?
Yep. All right, making some changes at pitching change on
Looks
the
like we
mound,
got a new
mound
pitcher.
here. Number 8.
Number 8. So number.
Is that our freshman or sophomore? Oh, that's Riley. Yep, Riley.
Do I have that right number? Number 8, Alyssa Marshall is coming in relief.
Okay.
Yep. What year is Alyssa? Alyssa Marshall stepping in here. Taking her warm-up pitches. So I don't know if you've been watching some of those college pitchers and the apparatuses they have on their wrists and arms around pitching. They have, we have these pretty low tech, which most high schools do have these low tech things, but pitchers in college have these digital, almost like smartwatches that they're wearing, and that makes
the technology
things, right?
that is used at the next level is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not very many people traditionally signaling anymore.
Yeah. Does make me a little bit sad that pitch calling has made its way primarily to the dugout.
Yeah, you probably called most of the game when you played.
I had a great teacher of the game, Coach Margot Yonker, legendary coach at Central Michigan.
Yeah.
She taught me how to call a game. Started with tape around my wrist, writing different things, different notes from inning to inning. All right, we're off. We got 2 outs. And the change of speed, the change of direction might just be what we needed here. Yep. JC did a great job moving it around. Sometimes good teams just kind of figure you out after a time or two through. They were starting to time her up.
Yeah. And we in the field didn't help her.
Nope.
We made a lot of errors that could have got us out of some innings and could have killed some rallies.
Yeah. All right, we got a long fly ball. The center fielder's taking off running. It bounces off the fence. It's like 200 yards. They're 200 feet. Sorry, 200 feet is our center field, and that's
about
probably
was halfway up the gate.
Yeah,
that was close to a home run.
Yep. Say 210 feet is how far that one went.
Yeah.
Would have gone. So we got a runner on second base.
It's another good hit. That was a tough pitch too. It was an inside pitch, and she fought it off and hit it off the wall.
Called the strike inside pitch there. Number 11, Chuck, the pitcher.
Chuck.
Pitcher against pitcher here.
Yeah.
Pitcher v. pitcher. It's a duel. I love it. She jams her inside with a pitch, doesn't quite get out on, hits to Kayla at shortstop.
There we go. Nice job.
Kayla's able to make the easy throw to first base, gets us out of the inning.
All right. Not the inning we wanted, of course. You don't want everyone to give up 4 runs in the inning. All right, but you got to shake that off. You got a chance right here to come up and get some balls out. We got our first run last inning. Now it's time to
Crack it
put
open.
something together and
Yeah.
try to get a little rally ourselves.
The good news is, looks like we got the same pitcher coming out. So
Yep.
all our girls have seen her at least once.
At least once, some twice.
Yep.
Oh,
So I got another inning break around autism here for you. Predictability and routine matter a lot to many autistic individuals. The Autism Society of Michigan helps our communities understand these needs through statewide training, advocacy, and support. With awareness and small changes, we can make every space more accessible. I can tell you this, nothing that we do to make life easier on these folks is bad for anybody.
exactly.
It's called targeted universalism.
Right.
That means what we do for them actually ends up benefiting everybody in some way,
Right.
typically. You know those little bumps at the end of a sidewalk before you go out onto the street?
Yeah, they're there for a purpose.
Yeah, everybody thinks they're there for traction.
No.
Yeah, right? On an icy day, those things are going to keep you from slipping. Those are actually for the visually impaired.
Yes.
But look, it helps everybody.
It does.
How many other things do we have in our world that we can do or already do that help others? If we could all just be a little more intentional about that, imagine
What
the
kind
world.
of world we would have? Yep.
All right. Here with half of the Helm squad, we got Sydney up to bat, squares to bunt,
Strike one. Yeah. We're trying. Like I said, we're
mixing it
it's not
up.
because we're not just coming up, just watching. We're actively trying to put the ball in play.
Yep.
And she's throwing some heat, man. She hasn't lost any velocity off that fastball, and she's throwing it in on her hands.
Yep. So we are at 2 strikes. And the
Oh,
ball's
shit.
way outside. We looked at it. We had a little discipline there. So
that
Sydney
was her
plays.
change up maybe because it was
It
off
was
speed.
out there, kind of hanging out.
Oh, hit batter. Oh, hit the handle of the bat.
So
Wow.
it counts as a we
Foul.
already had 2 strikes.
Yeah.
So Sydney plays right field for us. Fun fact: her mom played outfield for the Falcons a few years
Nice.
ago.
I like those fun facts.
So our pitcher and catcher receive pitch calls and have those armbands with pitch calls on them.
Right down the middle.
Yeah,
Gave
it-
us one to
it
hit
might-
right there.
Actually, might have had a little up movement on it.
Wow, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Man, but it looked from here like it was right down the middle.
It
but
did, but it might have jumped.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Kira Helm stepping up. Kira Helm is a 10th grader with a 3.8 GPA. Squares to sneaky bunt. That's called a
Yeah.
sneaky bunt, right?
Yeah. Strike one.
Granddad
folks.
over in the stands over here agrees with that call. Strike one.
Yes.
Hey, I'm hoping that our cameraman has some sunscreen on. I'm looking at him over there and thinking, spring snuck right up on us. Another pitch inside, but
Oh, you don't want that sunscreen, man. You want to get that nice tan.
I don't know what it is with kids. No matter if it's -2 or 80, they're all wearing sweatshirts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we live in a
Oh, we got a bunt.
Oh, great play.
First baseman
Very
snags
great
it.
play. I thought she caught
I
it.
thought
in
she
the
caught
air.
it, but she made sure
Made
of it
sure, yeah.
and threw it to first base for
For the Falcons, we have
Uh,
number
our
8,
second out.
Marshall.
Alyssa Marshall, 9th grader. Alyssa Marshall, as you recall, just stepped in the circle for the Falcons. Let's see what it does for her at the plate.
Boy, she is throwing some
Yeah,
heat.
it does look pretty
It's
hot.
jumping, man.
That was right down the middle of the plate.
Yes, yeah, she's
So it must do something to make you think about it.
Yep.
Because we've been pretty aggressive today. Another pitch down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Yeah. Oh.
Got to come up ready, man, with this young lady.
She's not gonna.
Not messing around.
She's gonna challenge you to hit.
Yeah.
A swing and
Three
a
up,
miss.
3 down.
Catcher bobbles it, but makes the throw down to first base for the third out of the bottom of the fifth inning. As we go to the top of the sixth inning, a more fun fact for you. Acceptance means recognizing autism as a part of human diversity. Michigan Alliance for Families helps parents navigate the special education system, ensuring every child with autism has the tools and support they need to succeed in school and in life. So that's something that families can plug into for support, all kinds of support, wrap around both for home and advocacy in whatever situations they find themselves in. Did you know Old South Christian building turned into the Special Olympics building?
Yes,
That's
remember,
like the headquarters.
And when I was my last year as a head coach for Christmas, we took some players over there and had a little Christmas deal with them. It was awesome. Our kids did Christmas trees and gifts, and they did all kind of. Our players did. It was awesome. One of my fondest memories. Doing charity work as a
One of my
coach.
favorite things is seeing our kids be kids.
Absolutely.
With other
Give
kids.
back. And be in the community.
We have a course at our school called Educators Rising, and it's taught by Jasmine Ramahi, and she has an incredible group of students who are thinking about and getting closer and closer to the realization that they too want to be educators. So they take their show on the road, and they're in all kinds of classrooms around the district and elementary primarily, but they do a field trip with middle schoolers. It's been really cool to see that program evolve, and we know that the future of education is in our hands, right? We take a role in building those future educators. So kudos to Ms. Ramahi and all the work she does with Educators Rising. All right, back in the circle. Alyssa Marshall starts us off with a strike.
Was that a strike?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she swung.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay, she battles that off.
Because they're aggressive.
They
that ball
are.
was not even in the strike zone, and Grand Haven's
swinging at it. Yeah.
They're not letting any pitcher get ahead.
I wonder what their coach says.
If it's close,
hit it. Right? All right.
Because they are super aggressive.
I'm surprised that she left that one alone.
Yeah.
As aggressive as they were, that was just off the plate. We got a 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs, top of the 6th. Falcons trail 1-8.
I've seen crazier things happen, man. All it takes is one rally. So
you see JC moved over there to first base?
Yeah, absolutely. At this level, and I love it, you're not just a pitcher. You play multiple positions.
Absolutely. Ooh! That was a beautiful pitch.
Yes.
I don't know what it did, but it did something.
Looked like I don't know if it was
I'm really glad she didn't connect because
she swung out her shoes.
Jeltsma was swinging out of her shoes. She made contact. I think we've been still watching it. Ooh, inside pitch. I loved it. I agree on strike 3. Kind of, do you see it? Like, buckled her knees. The batter.
She was, I don't know if she was guessing, looking for something different.
Anticipating the ball. Definitely second guessed herself, but that gives us a good strong start to the top of the 6th inning with 1 out, no balls, no strikes for our batter, Vandenbrink, number 17. Vandenbrink is 1 for 3 on the day. Vandenbrink plays center field for the Bucks. At this time, I guess I'd be ready for anything. I wouldn't be surprised if she did a little sneaky bunt.
All right.
That is a strike.
Inside.
It is right on the back of the plate.
Yeah. He's, like I said, this
consistent.
giving up that. Yeah.
Now, Now Josie just creep just a little bit further.
Yeah, she
Give
did.
us a
She's
little
inside again.
half a ball.
Coming inside again.
Ooh,
There you go. I like that. I like what she did.
I
Came
do
in a little
too.
further.
And hit her spot. She
Yep.
threw it inside there, just a little bit too much inside. But better let that one go by. I'm surprised she laid off that one with the strike she just got beforehand. So we're 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th.
Yeah, staying inside, not letting these batters extend their hands.
Got to keep them off balance though.
Can't be afraid to pitch inside.
And you can't be afraid to pitch outside it, but you
Yeah.
can't leave it over the plate when you're ahead.
Oh, nice pitch.
Oh,
Nice pitch.
strike 2.
Strike. Right on the outside corner.
Full count.
This is a freshman. I mean,
I
she's
know,
going to be good, man.
She's got the composure
Yeah.
of an upperclassman right now,
Oh, right back here,
in my
man.
opinion.
That was a foul ball
how do
right
you-
up against the top of the fence.
How tall do you think Alyssa Marshall is?
5'8"? No, 5'7".
5'7"?
5'7", 5'6",
She's
maybe.
got some good long legs, some
Yeah.
long levers. She brings some speed.
Yeah, oh, nice
Oh,
pitch.
there's that inside corner.
Yeah. What
Thank
a
you.
great job.
That is smart pitching and,
Yeah.
and smart catching,
Yeah.
right? She knew she needed to make that 3rd strike stick on that particular pitch to get him out of there.
That was beautiful.
It was
Like,
beautiful.
She inside, got a strike on the outside corner, came back inside. Yeah.
Now we just got to work on getting that outside pitch called for a strike. Got 2 outs. Another pitch inside, calling it. Nope.
Oh, no,
Didn't
didn't give
get
it
that
to us that one.
I feel like that was the same pitch.
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. All right.
We got number 32, Cobb, in the box. 0 for 3 on the day. She's up in the box just a little bit.
Low, a little low. Over the plate, but low.
3 balls. 3 balls, no strikes.
Bouncer.
Bouncer up the middle, kind of off speed. Kayla
Nice
comes
job
across,
by
makes
Kayla
a
Finlaw.
makes
Made
a
that look
throw.
easy.
Easy.
Very nice job.
Little throw on the run.
3 up, 3 down. That's what you want. Let's
Yep.
go get some hits, man.
Needs recognition.
This is awesome.
Recognizing autism as part of human diversity. Michigan Alliance for Families helps parents navigate the special education system and ensures every child with autism has.
All right, what do you think? What are we doing this time around when we step in the box?
Thank you so much for being here at our autism acceptance game and hearing some of those local shout outs.
Again, both teams are wearing that cool T-shirt today. Grand Haven versus East Kentwood with
I
a
want one.
Bucks on the left and a Falcons on the right with an infinity symbol. Autism Acceptance Game 2025. Accept, Adapt, and Advocate. Very cool shirts for both teams.
Yep.
Appreciate Grand Haven supporting that.
Absolutely.
Does the shirts do have the numbers on the back? So we must have coordinated ahead of time for those
Yep.
numbers. All right, Riley Smith
The Falcons
coming up to the bat plate. All right.
Little old school walk up music there.
Right.
like
What is that?
That's
The
a
dirty
little, yeah,
Deeds,
yeah.
Thunder.
You know more than me.
I don't know. I was just repeating the
It's
lyrics.
old school.
She's an old soul.
Yeah,
Riley Smith.
it's a little heavy
Nice
metal
job.
for sure.
All right. She squares for a bunt, a traditional straight up bunt.
And I almost had issues there.
Almost.
The third baseman did a good job of keeping her composure and throwing right out at first time.
Yep.
First base.
So McKenna Robbins. McKenna Robbins has a 4.0050 GPA.
We got some smart girls, man.
We do. When we hear a GPA above 4.0, that means they're participating in AP or advanced placement classes. Those are classes that are designed and sort of dictated by the college board, and they have the opportunity to take AP exams at the end of the year, and if
Earn
they
that
score
college
high
credit.
enough, they get college credit. It's a
Fuck that.
no-brainer. Well, it is a big brainer.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of kids take advantage of that. All right. Swings, makes contact, foul ball for strike one. Off
Oh,
speed something coming in. Or was that rise
that was
ball?
that rise ball.
Rise
Got
ball
away
again.
from her. That's intimidating too as a batter, though. Even though that pitch was not a strike, that ball is coming in high and hot. You got to think twice about standing in there.
Yep. Squares for the bunt.
I could have never
Corners
played. I
charge.
could have never played fast pitch softball.
Yes, you could have.
No,
Why? You
it's
scared?
too intimidating.
Yes,
No.
because she's right there, and
I-
after because she's how tall do you think?
Oh, she's
How tall is Chuck?
Oh, Chuck is 5'10". She's tall.
She's bringing it. So
Yeah,
a
she's got
5'10".
long arms.
Once
That
she
ball-
strides off that mound, gets her 3-4 feet
What's
closer.
the distance between the mound and
43 feet.
43 feet? Yeah, she's at 41 feet when that
Yeah.
ball is released.
Yeah.
Look at that, man. She's
Swing.
coming
Yep.
inside. She doesn't.
Yeah. I don't see it here, but you see it on college fields. On the pitcher's mound, a lane. So they
Yes.
have to stay within
It's in
this
that,
lane.
yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a high school rule or not, but essentially that keeps you from deviating too far left or right on your delivery.
Wow, she is. She hasn't lost anything off her fastball, and
Is that a looking?
she's probably got double-digit strikeouts. If I'm guessing, upwards of 12 to 13 strikeouts.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen. I've watched a lot of high school softball. I've been here watching our Falcons. I love coming to the ballpark. It's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Especially on a nice, beautiful day like this.
Yep. Back to the top of the order with Josie Manning, our catcher. These girls put in a lot of work
They do.
from over the cold months. They're in the field house
Absolutely.
in 4-man workouts. That pitch is high.
Yeah.
Josie
all
lays
year
off
round.
it.
It's really no off season anymore in sports. I mean,
Nope.
you're always working on your craft.
Yeah.
And our girls work hard. I see them working in the weight room.
Yep.
Like you said, in the field house.
Josie squares for a bunt, lays it down. Pitcher fields that bunt out at first. That ends the 6th inning for the Falcons. Going into the top of the 7th with a 1-8 ball game in favor of the Buccaneers. They also participate in an indoor league.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Over at Elite.
Elite.
They organize, and I believe the Gaspers were the coach of that team this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeremy does a great job.
Jeremy and his wife.
Yeah, they
Yep,
do.
They do. They I think they love it. They
I would
also
say
have. They
for
also
sure.
have.
A vested interest by JC.
Yeah.
Their daughter plays, but
Yeah.
they love
Jonah.
the game. Jonah.
Sorry, Jonah.
Jonah.
No, Jonah and Jeremy are big fans of softball. I know they've contributed to summer softball teams through Elite and helped organize and get this group of girls playing a couple of games, a whole season of indoor games over at Elite on Saturdays.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. It takes a village,
Absolutely.
and the parent component is so important.
Extremely important.
These parents are committed to long days at the ballpark, feeding their kids and other people's kids,
Yeah, picking up, driving, dropping off, all
yep.
that.
carpooling.
Yeah,
Although we got high schoolers, so they start driving themselves around,
yes, they do.
which is nice. Waiting for the umpire to make his way back to the plate area. Let's see. I think he wants to clean off that plate. I like an umpire who keeps a nice, clean
Yeah,
home plate,
Absolutely.
right?
It's like my plate at home. I like to clean it, eat and make sure it's clean and
Yeah.
before I
Yep.
put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah. What's for dinner tonight,
Oh,
anyway?
I don't know. It's a whole nother subject.
Yeah. Well, we got we have a home tennis match going on also on campus. I think it's staff appreciation over there right now. I believe we might have a soccer game tonight. Also, staff appreciation. I think that starts at 7. We also have, it looks like to our left and to the back, our rugby guys are working out there. That's a club team, but they are legit.
Yeah.
They're working their butts off. Right.
Yeah,
Alyssa Marshall still in the circle. She's delivered 25 pitches so far. It's not a bad pitch count.
and she's done a great job since she's come on.
Absolutely.
She's really pounded the
Living and
strike zone
dying on that inside corner.
Yep.
We also have an orchestra concert tonight. So, folks, if you have nothing to do,
And you want to get out?
come to East Kentwood High School. Stop at one of the local dinner places.
Oh, nice.
Make it a date night. Oh, is that
Yeah.
a swinging strikeout?
That looked like a curveball. I could be wrong. My eyes could be deceiving me. It was definitely off speed.
I like it.
Could have been her changeup.
Way to go, Alyssa Marshall. Making your mark as a freshman in the circle of East Kentwood High School. That just starts your legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those will add up by the time she's a senior. Ooh, inside pitch, but didn't get that one. So we got 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 7th. We got number 24 in the box, Frank, for the Buccaneers. She takes a hack at it, fouls off her foot.
Yeah.
This is a pinch hitter for the Buccaneers, so her first time we're seeing her. I wonder if it was windier on the lakeshore from where they came from.
Yeah, we look forward to some fun time this summer out at the lake. We're huge fans of Lake Michigan.
Yes. Melissa delivers another pitch inside.
Foul ball coming back our way.
It was high and inside.
Yeah.
Batter chases it, fouls it off. Catcher runs back, gets it. Josie's working, earning her paycheck today. Actually, scratch that. Riley Smith is now behind the plate.
Oh, really?
I was like, that ponytail looks different.
Change catchers. All right. I like it. I like that we have more than just one catcher.
I do too. Frank is still at the plate. Foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, nice change up. Nice change piece. I like to say change piece. Nice job.
Can I just tell you how much I love a changeup?
It's tough, man. I don't know how you.
So
You got to be guessing to hit that pitch.
I can tell you during my tenure at Central Michigan, we played University of Michigan a couple times, and they're a pretty good program. Alyssa throws a pitch inside for a strike. Wendy Stevens would come in, throw these knuckle changes, off-speed drops, straight change-ups. Michigan couldn't touch it. It was crazy. It was the only way we could beat them is to get them off balance.
Yeah.
Respect to the off-speed pitch.
They love that heat, right?
Yeah. Bring it fast. Bring it high. They got that. I look forward to seeing what Michigan does this year. They always are in contention for postseason play.
Yeah. Oh,
and
look at that. 3 up, 3 down.
Alyssa throws a inside high pitch.
3 strikeouts.
Batter cannot lay off it. Swing and a miss. Way to go.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her in our building next year.
Yeah, she's a joy, man. I'm telling you. She's a leader in the freshman campus.
Is she?
Yes, she is. Yeah. I don't worry about her in our hallways.
Yeah. I tell you what, we have a lot of amazing students
Yes, we do.
at East Kentwood High School.
Yeah. I'm proud to come to work every day and make an impact in any way I can and, build those relationships. And, it's just a fascinating place to work. And
it's an honor to be a part of the equation.
Absolutely.
Right?
I would sing, folks, but you don't want to hear that. It's my jam, though.
Yeah, don't sing. Although you do have a beautiful voice.
When I'm in the shower.
Yeah, well, everybody sounds great there. Just remember, we have 1 in 36 children in the U.S. who's diagnosed with autism. So the chances that one of us have interacted or walks alongside somebody with autism is very likely in this lifetime. So let's all remember that. And if we could just be kind.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Just be kind.
Be kind. First pitch from Chuck is outside.
Man, she came with an off-speed pitch. I was surprised. She's usually bringing that heat first pitch.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep the batter off.
We got JC Gasper stepping in the circle. Let's see if we can get something started. It's never too late.
There we go.
And she does. Let's see a great. You know what?
Nice. Good hit.
Can't take anything away from that deep hit to just right of center field.
Yep.
Center field runs it down.
Right center.
Man,
That was she just missed hitting that out.
just missed hitting.
I like that she came up aggressive and
Yep.
and got her
Yep.
pitch and
Yep.
drove it.
Ashley Baker up. Ashley Baker for president. I don't know where she's heading next year, but she goes up swinging too. A little off her
ground out
hands.
to little ground out to second. Now we're starting to put the ball in play.
Ah,
You know, that's the key, man.
It
Good
is
things
the key.
happen when you put the ball in play.
yep.
Up down to the Falcons, we have number 7, Kayla Fitma.
It's really cool to see the girls oftentimes will know people from the other team because they play travel ball
Oh,
with each
yeah.
other.
Yeah, they're friends. They're all friends, man.
They are
Some-
friends.
Again,
Kayla.
we ground out to second.
Kayla Finloff finishes us up here today with a ground out to second base.
3 up, and that's your game. That's your ball
That's your
game,
ball game,
folks.
folks. It has been a pleasure to do this with you, Coach.
Yeah, I'm used to that. It's my first time doing softball.
Me
It was
too.
a joy. Your first time.
My first time ever doing anything like
I
this.
would love to do it again. It was fun. Thanks for having us, effing